LDNRBS. We have another special guest in the building, guys.
Yeah.
ADE, let's give him a clap over here. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm going to let you take the floor right now. Who are you, ADE? On the mic.
Okay, cool. Hi, everyone. So it's ADE. Well, full name's Ademola Adeyeba.
Talk it.
You know, that's Yoruba Nigerian.
You got to say the full name.
The full name?
Yes.
So I've got 10 names.
Wow. We got time.
So it's Ademola Jonathan, with accents, by the way.
Okay. Now do the accent, please. Honestly, you can't do it without the accent.
You have to.
Why?
So Ademola Jonathan Adedayo Aderemi Abiodun Adelowo Oluwasegun Jumo Obayomi Adeyeba. Yeah.
That's amazing. I only got 3.
I felt that.
I've only got 3.
Did you feel the
I felt the energy. Something took over me when you kind of go in there.
We're going to do yours?
Nah, I'm really not going to do that. Mine's too simple, guys. But talk to us. 1,000 black boys.
Just a quick introduction.
Yeah.
So, CEO and founder of Get Hench. By background, I've got over 20 years experience of working in the corporate B2B conference industry. And what I just learned from that industry is nothing stopped your progression apart from your mindset and you, and then the actions that you took. So I spent the last 4 years really working on developing myself, and really clear that my passion is just to inspire people. So Get Hench started off purely as a fitness and a clothing brand. People know Get Hench without trying, like I'm wearing right now. And they just literally evolved into, so we have the clothing, we do fitness, and now it's about taking self-development and transformative learning to schools for young people, and also to youth organizations. Because I firmly believe that the education system is bankrupt. It's 150 years old.
To say the least.
Right. So that hasn't got much more legs, right? So the vision for us is to develop the leaders of the future today. And also imagine a school or like an institution where you go in, and they're not telling you what to learn, but they start with a question. The question is, what are you passionate about? Who are you? What can you contribute? And then the pupils delve into that during the course of the semester. I think that's pretty powerful. I think rather than giving young people the answers, this is what you should be learning. This is who you are. Ask the question. Like, what do you want to do?
What pushed you to want to make something like this? Like, what have you been exposed to that said, you know what? I want to go down this route.
So with the 1,000 Black Boys, which is the project, was, I think would have been about 2017 or 2016. I was literally going home after a session. So I do a course in self-development. I was leaving and I was on Tottenham High Street and the bus wasn't moving, but I could see like a blue light flashing in the distance. So eventually we're driving past this ambulance and there was this young black boy on the floor bleeding out, and the paramedics basically were holding his legs up so basically he wouldn't bleed out. And I just thought, most people were basically looking, some were taking pictures, and I thought to myself, I can't just go home I'm not seeing this, like this is not happening. So I just said, you know what, I can't go home. I basically just I just stood around, and all of a sudden his boys came along, like, hey, that's blah, blah, blah. And they were starting to go completely crazy. And in that moment, I just said to them, guys, the best thing you could do right now is just calm down and relax. You've got to tell his parents and his family where he's at right now. So be there for them. And I saw the difference that made in that moment. And that's really one of the things I'm really passionate about. And obviously, like 2011... I saw the Tottenham riots. Literally, I saw it all kick off. It started off initially like carnival without the music, but it was tense. It was
like
really
carnival
tense.
without the music.
And literally, I just saw the whole thing transpire till like 5 a.m. I was just taking photos, recording everything. And last year there were 132 murders in London, according to the BBC. Apparently, like someone said, like 137, but from what I saw was 132. 21 of those were teenagers. 15 of those teenagers were black boys. That's 71%. If nothing is done about that, that's the whole generation gone. The media reporting is negative. Already for this year, there's 27 murders in London already this year, and we're on the 17th of March. So that's going in one direction. And what I also see as well is, if nothing is done about that, there's going to be, is it Section 60? Tougher sentencing, more powers to the police. And what I was saying to you earlier as well, Ty, is imagine a scenario where the police get given rights to carry guns. It's going to be in like Tottenham, in Hackney, in Peckham, in Brixton, in Croydon, in those sort of areas,
Yeah.
right? It's not going to be in Chelsea, really. It's not really going to be in Hampstead. It's going to be in that part of London. I'd rather that doesn't happen, right? I'd rather that another young person doesn't get taken to police custody than dies in police custody, and it's 2011 times 10, so like another completely out of control riot. I'd rather that doesn't happen. But what could happen is, imagine a scenario: someone that used to be in a gang in Hackney against somebody that they used to oppose from Tottenham, and then they go and set up a business together, and then the business is about to IPO for a couple of billion, or they've launched a new app, or they just want to go and climb Mount Everest, something like that. I think that's pretty inspiring. So that's what this is really about.
Do you believe that... Okay, I want to ask you a straight question.
Please. Straight is good.
Straight is good, as always. So, what do you think the reason is that there is... What do you think the reason is for so many killings happening this year?
Wow.
Or just in general.
Yeah. I mean, there are different facets to it. Home. Like, home is a key part of it. So if we're talking straight,
the environment.
Yeah, like black boys have this energy.
Yeah,
it's different. It's very powerful. If the father or daddy's not around, that has an impact. Mummy can't be mummy and daddy.
I agree.
She can try. And not having that father figure at home to say, look, listen, no, stop that. In that way, with that kind of authority, and to then be around friends who are from the same sort of background, and to then have society tell you that you're a certain way, to then have music tell you that this is how you should behave, and this is how you should dress. So that's an all-out attack. I believe a key part of it is that, and then that just reinforces the perception that as a young black boy would then live into. Because even then, like, I work in Chelsea,
right,
and sometimes I go to work and I wear like a shirt and tie and a suit, and I still see people across the road. But I can hack it, right? Because I'm 39 and I've done stuff to kind of not go anywhere with it. I'm thinking, if I was wearing a hoodie, if I was 16, that would just impact my psyche completely. So that's what I think.
And I can't help but think that's the way they may have weaponized what a young black male is.
100%.
And I want to say even down to LDNRBS. The reason why I feel like we even took this interview in such short notice too is because you got 1,000 black boys. I feel like we took this interview so on short notice simply because I feel like LDNRBS wouldn't be here if it wasn't for something like this. Like, we met each other in a youth club. Right. Literally a place where we all come from a certain type of area that isn't privileged as such. Now,
what was that?
Not far from here, Willesden, Wembley, Greenfield, all that. But we met each other and we all had a common interest. And in terms of music, art, film, all of that. If it wasn't for that, who knows where the people involved in LDNRBS would be involved in. So I commend what you're doing even first off. Tell me about next week too. What will be happening? Tell me where that is going down.
So next week we have we're going to have 10 speakers on a day. Some of them have a variety of experiences. One of them, his stories from detention to distinction. So he's been there and how he's come out of it. Obviously yourself as well, having you speak next week.
Definitely.
One of the guys who actually just requested about an hour ago was the former marketing director for Just Eat. He grew up in Birmingham, an Asian guy. But he grew up in poverty. And to then be part of a company that's now, they IPO'd for 1.5 billion. And he basically saw that transition. So he's got a lot to give and he's got a lot to share. So we just need to just confirm the details with him. There's other people as well who have similar experiences, who have a similar passion and a similar vision. So there'll be talks. We want to do workshops that will literally delve into mindset, business, relationships, music, dressing, anything that young people want to talk about. We want to have a workshop that basically deals with that. And fortunately, we've got limitless VR. So there's also like an element where during the breaks, people can go on PlayStation, and they can just relax in that sort of environment. But it's really to have the minds be impacted. And the really key thing as well is this is only like the first step. We want to do follow-ups. We want to have organizations come along that can mentor these young black men afterwards and actually have them grow and develop.
Yeah.
And the vision is by the end of the year, maybe August, we want to get together 1,000. So this is the first one. We're going to have about 100 plus.
Yeah.
But imagine, I've never seen that before. 1,000 young black men together. And okay, it's not to go clubbing. It's not to do anything else but for a day of inspiration. I've never seen that before in my life. So that's what this is really about. And as a vision, it'd be great to have like Anthony Joshua headline and speak.
True indeed.
Idris Elba talk about this is where I've come from. That would inspire so many lives. So that's really what's behind it.
I love the concept. I literally do. Tell people where they can find you too.
Yeah, I mean, so you can find us. Website is obviously the 3 W's and A. So 1,000, so 1000 blackboys.com. You can find us on Insta, and Insta is 1,000, so without the A, so 1,000 Black Boys. You can find us on that. Twitter, the same thing, and also Facebook. Also on Facebook, same thing. And also, if you want, you can also contact me through Get Hench, and Get Hench is literally, Insta is get_hench. Same thing with our Twitter and same thing with our website. So gethench.co.uk.
LDNRBS ADE from 1,000 Black Boys next Saturday. Be there. I'm going to be talking too.
It's in Croydon as well. So
Croydon,
easy to find. Just something else as well.
Sure.
So check this out. So stereotype goes that lots of young people, young black boys, are in gangs, right? And it's normally like a bad thing. But I look at it this way, right? So if they're in a gang, it means they work well together in groups.
What a perspective.
Right. Well, work together in groups, and they have an outcome, and they can deliver an outcome. It means they're focused, right? And if they can carry something out, they've got this complete energy. So if you can direct that towards something else that you guys are doing right now, what could the future look like? So that's the vision.
Join together, people.
LDNRBS,
ADE, just give them a clap out here. Love the concept.